Hey everybody, Tom Sparks with Sparks Media Group. Today we're going to do a Matterport 3D virtual tour of this home using the Ricoh Theta Z1. This home is a little over 2,000 square feet and we'll see how long it takes. First step we want to do is open the Matterport app. We have the Theta Z1 on and we've already connected to its SSID, so we're good there. We're going to hit new job. It's going to find the address. All right, now we're going to hit save. And we should be good to start. Once you hear the chirp from the camera, you're okay to move it. Now we're going to see how it handles this alignment where I had the closet door closed. Now I'm going to open the closet door. On the Pro 2, it would have never been able to handle this. On the Pro 3, it can, and let's see what it does with the Theta Z1. And it found it. We're just going to do another scan right there, just so that we can go in the closet. You always want to maintain line of sight when you're doing this, so you don't want to move the camera too far from where it's been previously. The goal with doing these 3D tours with Matterport is to try to fill in all the black areas. And whenever possible, you want to try to avoid mirrors. As I'm going, I like to mark windows and mirrors, so I'm going to do that. And I kind of went past this without talking about it, but I like to do on either side of the doorways. So we're going to do one on one side of the doorway and then one immediately on the other side of the doorway. So let's keep that in mind as we're going. And we also want to do intersection points, and I'll talk about that when we get to the hallway. So we did one at the bottom of the stairs right here. Now the next one we're going to do is right here, and we're going to keep this closet door closed. We'll open it in a second. The reason we want to try to do closet door close and closet door open is to give agents an option if they want to show those spaces or not. Come in the closet, a little bit in, a little bit out. come all the way into the kitchen, breakfast nook area. This goes so quick, it doesn't hurt to get additional scans, probably more than you need. You always want to get more than not enough. Now before I get too far ahead of myself, I'm going to mark these windows. So there's one right here. What I don't like about using the Z1 is the fact that this mini map doesn't look that great. It's not that clear. And you'll see in another video when I use the Pro 2 or the Pro 3, it's a lot clearer. By the front door, there's some opaque windows, so we're going to trim that out too. All right, we have the kitchen done. Come down here to the family room. I'll put a link to the description. I'll put a link in the description to this monopod that I use, but it's an Avela C324D, and it's a carbon fiber monopod. Highly recommend it. It's lightweight, easy to carry around. I don't do a whole lot of outside scanning with it, so I don't know that I would recommend it outside because it is so lightweight. Could blow around. But it works great for inside. There's advantages and disadvantages to scanning a house that's furnished. The more furniture, the more stuff you got to work around, more scan points you need. But it does tell a story well of what the house looks like set up. So obviously I'm kind of moving through this a little quickly. But it's the pace I normally would take. It's not anything like, I'm not cutting corners or doing anything different. I'm going to do this backyard area last. When we're doing Matterport tours, previously I was only using the Pro 2, and we wouldn't do outside spaces because it uses infrared sensors and it doesn't see well outside in the sunlight. With the release of the Pro 3, and you've probably seen some of my videos on that, we're able to scan outside, so it's a little easier. This is probably the third time I'm using the Z1. No, I take that back. I used it a lot yesterday. This is probably the fifth, sixth, seventh time I'm using the Z1. Third time doing a house with it. And I haven't done an outside space with it yet, so we'll see how it goes today. Now, how will we handle this? What we're gonna do is, I'm gonna come around the corner. I'm gonna have the door opened a little bit, like right about there. Come around the corner so the camera can't see me. I'm gonna hope that it has enough data to align itself. Again, we would never do this with the Pro 2 because it would completely freak out. And I found it. It looks like right about here, there's some what I call ghosting. I'm not sure what that's from because there's no reflective surfaces in here. But typically, Matterport processes that and removes it pretty easily. Couldn't find that. Interesting. All right, so we'll come back right by the door. And we'll try this again. This time I found it. Temperamental, it is. Accidentally shut my screen down, so excuse the slight delay in recording. So we have 45% left. I'm gonna save the backyard for last, just because I don't want to run out of battery on the Z1. All right, so we're gonna do every couple steps. Now, anything over 4 steps is, you have to consider it a new floor. So keep that in mind. I didn't do a new floor down here because it was just 2 steps. Where did it put that at? 34. It put that way off. And that's not where 34 is. So let's see. Yeah, this is all bad. And I don't think well, you can align. All right, so 34, we're gonna align it. Now we can move and rotate it. Let's see how this works. That looks good. So we aligned 34 and it automatically did 35, which is great. It's the first time I'm using that. And that worked like a charm. This realignment feature is new for Matterport. I'm glad they have it. Since we're here, see if we can align, was it 32? Maybe not. That was 32. We're going to cancel that. deal with that one later. So now this is going to be a new floor. So I don't know if you can see, but we were probably about 3 steps down. Now we're at the top landing of the hallway, so we're going to make a new floor. Call it floor 2. Now there's a lot of doorways here. Let's go check this out. There's a lot of doorways in this hallway, and so we want to do, again, either side of the door, but we also want to do intersection points. So I'm going to start with the bathroom since it's right close to where 37 was. We'll come this way. Do the smaller rooms next. Now 47, it put in a weird spot. So we're definitely going to realign that. And decide it over here where it goes. Hit the tick mark. And it should move 48. It did not. So we'll click 48. The reason it's not picking it is because it looks very similar to the other room that we just did. Okay. $47. Let's try this again, shall we? I'm going to take 47, 48, delete them. So the realignment on that one wasn't working too well. Try this. Go back a little further. So I'm fully expecting to see the new scan pop up right about here now. And it does. So now we'll do one right there. And it should pop up right about here. And it does. So if you're having issues with alignment, just move your scans closer. .49 should be right around there. Looks like it was. Okay. Let's continue. .52 should be right around there. One thing I dislike about using the Theta Z1 is the battery life is horrible. This would have been really the second scan today with this. I just did a Zillow 3D home tour with the same camera, so it ate up about half of the battery, a little more than half of the battery. And the way that this mounts, the USB-C charging port is right down there. You can't get a cable in there, which is annoying. So I have a workaround, and I'll post a video for that. I was doing a scan yesterday and I got down to 3%. Luckily I finished. mark the windows here, okay. So I have the entire upstairs scanned. Oh, we didn't do this closet right here. I'll put one right there. I'll do one a little closer. That should pop up right about there. And we have 25% battery left. And I'd like to get the front and the backyard. Not the entire front and backyard, I don't think, but we'll see what we do. So, what we want to do is open the sliding door. We want to do 2 shots, one on either side of the doorway. So we're going to go back down to the first floor and hit the scan button. Now I purposely didn't mark this as a window, but what I'm going to do is mark half of it as a window, like so. So far, so good. Always want to maintain line of sight. I'm not going to do the sides of the yard. We're going to call it right here with that. But what I do want to do is trim out using a mirror. And we do this because when we're looking at the dollhouse view, it'll allow the viewer to see what's past the mirror, but it'll box it in nice and neat on the dollhouse view, so all this extra splatter data won't be out there. Just mark it to the front. Like so. I think that's good. We might as well just go over here to fill in this little area right there. So I'll do one right here. Okay, so only issue I really have with the Theta Z1 and how this works is 32, 33, somewhere around 27, 31, this area right here. Somewhere around here it caused some misalignment, which skewed the garage. Now when Matterport processes this, they should be able to fix that. So I'll put a link for the tour to this in the description so you guys can check it out. But other than that, I'm quite impressed. This took 33 minutes roughly to do, so wasn't bad at all. I'm gonna time one using the Pro 2 just for comparison purposes. So we'll see how that goes. But if you have any comments about this, please leave it in the comment section below. Please like the video if you like it. If you dislike it, give it a thumbs down. If you find these videos useful, please share them. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, please do so. I'd appreciate it. Well, there you have it, guys. A Matterport 3D virtual tour using the Ricoh Theta Z1 in just about 33 minutes. Thanks for watching.